Dwayne Bryant here from WagerTalk.com, coming to you on Wager Talk TV with another edition of DB's Freebies. Let's kick things off with the Lookahead line segment. These are the lines that the Westgate puts out on the Tuesday the week before the games, so all lines referenced are Westgate lines. We're going to start with the Thursday night game. It's the Tennessee Titans at the Green Bay Packers. The look-ahead line was Green Bay -1. That line is now Green Bay -3 at -120. This move makes sense to me since we saw Green Bay rally from 2 touchdowns down in the fourth quarter to upset Dallas in overtime at Lambeau this past Sunday. So now all of a sudden it seems like the Pack is back. But are they really? I guess we'll find out in this game. The Titans, on the other hand, they're not flashy. They just win games. Can they win at Lambeau on a short week? Personally, I don't see it, but I've certainly been wrong before. My DVOA projection for this game has Green Bay by 2.5, so a little bit of value on Tennessee at +3. Next up, we have game 455, the Philadelphia Eagles at the Indianapolis Colts. The look-ahead line was Philly -9.5. That is now all the way down to Philly -6.5. So they crossed the key number of 7 there. This move doesn't surprise me based on what happened last week. The Colts upset the Raiders in Vegas, giving Jeff Saturday a win in his head coaching debut. I'm kicking myself for not playing Indy in that game, as it's very common for a team to play a great game in its first game with a new head coach. On the other side, the Eagles got stunned by Washington as a double-digit Monday night home favorite. It was Philly's first loss of the season. So, do we see the Colts come back down off that upset win? And do we see the Eagles bounce back off that embarrassing defeat on Monday Night Football? I think so. My DVOA projection is Eagles by 10.5, so I do see some great value on Philly in this game. Next up, we have game 459, an AFC East clash. The New York Jets visit the New England Patriots. The look-ahead line was Patriots -5.5. That is now all the way down to Patriots -3 at -120. Both teams are coming off their bye. I'm not surprised to see this line moving towards the Jets for 2 reasons. One, they upset the Bills as double-digit home dogs in their last game prior to the bye. And 2, this is a division revenge game for the Jets as they lost at home to these Patriots 22-17 back in Week 8. My DVOA projection for this key AFC East clash is Patriots -1.5, so I do see some definite value on the revenge-minded Jets at +3. Moving on to game number 463, it's the LA Rams at the New Orleans Saints. The look-ahead line on this game was a pick'em, but now we're seeing the Saints all the way up to -4, and I believe I actually saw some -4.5s also. This move has a lot to do with Rams quarterback Matthew Stafford being in the concussion protocol. Stafford did miss last week's home loss to Arizona, and Arizona themselves started a backup quarterback in Colt McCoy in place of the injured Kyler Murray. Stafford's status for this week has yet to be determined as I record this on Wednesday morning. So if he starts, this line will definitely drop. I'm guessing under 3. But it's not like the Rams were winning games with Stafford at quarterback. LA is just 3-6 on the season, and they actually rank 28th in overall DVOA. And that surprises me that they are that low, but they're ahead of only the Cardinals, Panthers, Colts, and Texans. So that tells me a lot right there. The Saints are off a disappointing 20-10 road loss at Pittsburgh, so both teams in this game are in a bounce-back situation. My DVOA projection is Saints -4.5, so no real value at the current number. But if it's announced that Stafford will start, this line will drop, and I will definitely consider backing the Saints here, laying less than a field goal. Moving on to game number 465, the Chicago Bears at the Atlanta Falcons. The look-ahead line was Atlanta -5. That is now down to Atlanta -3 at -120. This move surprises me a little, Yes, the Falcons lost as a road favorite against lowly Carolina last week, but that was a Thursday game, so the Falcons have extra rest and prep time for this matchup, and they should be highly motivated after getting embarrassed by a weak Carolina team. On the other side, we just saw the Bears lose at home to the Lions, thanks to getting outscored 21-6 in the fourth quarter. So why the 2-point move to the Bears? The best I can come up with is Bears QB Justin Fields has got the offense rolling these last few games. They're putting up a good amount of points. And B, Atlanta can't be trusted laying points. They're 0-2 against the spread as a favorite this season. My DVOA projection is the Falcons by 5.5, so I do see some value on Atlanta laying just a field goal. But I just don't trust them laying points. So value or no value, this game is likely going to be a pass for me. And the last game on this list is the Monday Nighter. It's the San Francisco 49ers at the Arizona Cardinals. The look-ahead line was 49ers minus 5.5. That is now all the way up to 49ers minus 8. This move makes perfect sense to me. The 49ers have won 2 straight. And even though Arizona won last week, QB Kyler Murray missed that game with a hamstring injury, and his status for this game is uncertain as I record this on Wednesday morning. My DVOA projection for this game is 49ers by 5, so I do see some decent value on Arizona getting more than a touchdown at home on Monday night. Keep an eye on Kyler Murray. See if he practices even on a limited basis during this week. If it starts to look like he has a chance to start, and the extra day should definitely help his chances since he doesn't have to play till Monday night, then it'd be wise to grab Arizona catching more than a touchdown. But if you wait until they make an official announcement, you're probably going to miss out on getting more than a touchdown on this game. Before I get to the free play for this week, I do have a special deal going at dbbets.com. If you go to dbbets.com, select my 3-day all-access pass, and at checkout, use coupon code PASS3, that's PASS3, and you will get my 3-day all-access pass for just $39. It is a $20 savings, covering you for NFL, college football, NBA, college basketball. Guys, I'm number 1 in profit from 5% NFL plays since the start of last season, and I have a 5% max bet lined up for this Sunday. I've been winning in college football. I'm off a perfect 3-0 college football Saturday. And I'm currently Wager Talk's number 1 NBA handicapper, producing a record of 29-13 for 69% winners this NBA season so far. So don't miss out on this deal. This special deal will expire when Monday Night Football kicks off. Obviously, I recommend you get that deal right before the weekend so that you'll get access to all of my football plays on Saturday and Sunday. Now, for this week's free NFL play, we've been cashing free teasers left and right on these videos. You know what they say, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. So we're going to go with another 6-point teaser this week at minus 120. Teaser leg number 1 is going to be number 454, the Buffalo Bills, and we're going to tease them down to minus 2 or minus 2.5, depending on what line you have. This is a great value as we're teasing down through the key numbers of 8, 7, and 3. We're backing the Bills here off back-to-back losses, including last week's overtime home loss to Minnesota, in which they pissed away a 27-10 third-quarter lead. And I say pissed away because I had a 5% bet on the Bills minus 3 in that game. So I got the best of the line there. Then it was announced Josh Allen was going to start, and of course the line shot back up to 6.5. And of course I knew at that point we were going to lose that bet. Never fails. Just happened to me in the NBA last night as well. But as soon as they announced that Allen was going to play and the line shot up, kicking myself for not going back in and taking the Vikings at plus 6.5. But I'm going to give the Bills a chance to redeem themselves here. As for Cleveland, they just got blasted in Miami 39-17, and they're catching the Bills at a very bad time. Buffalo should be pissed as well after blowing that Vikings game last Sunday. As I mentioned earlier, my DVOA projection for this game is Bills by 12, and that doesn't even factor in the added motivation of blowing that home game last Sunday. So I do love the Bills as teaser leg number 1. Teaser leg number 2, we're going to put them with the Philadelphia Eagles. We're going to tease them down to -0.5. Admittedly, this isn't the best value since we're only teasing through the key number of 3. But I love the situation for Philly here. We just saw the Eagles suffer their first loss of the season on Monday night in front of the home crowd at the hands of division rival Washington. The Eagles played a very sloppy game. I'm sure those players will be fired up to get that bad taste out of their mouths. On the other side, the Colts are coming off an upset road win in Vegas, and I'm still kicking myself for not taking the Colts in that one, as teams oftentimes step up and play a great game in the first game for a new head coach. But now Jeff Saturday's troops are not only going to come back down to earth here, but they're stepping way up in class. The Colts have a much more winnable game on deck when they host the Steelers on Monday night in 2 weeks. My DVOA projection is the Eagles by 10.5, so I'm pretty confident that the Eagles will clean up that sloppy play and get back in the win column here. And at -0.5, we're just basic. We're asking them to win the game. I don't see them not winning this game. So your free NFL play for Week 11 is a 6-point teaser at -120, with the Bills -2 or -2.5, with the Eagles at -0.5. Just a reminder, go to dbbets.com, select my 3-day all-access pass. At checkout, use coupon code PASS3, that's PASS3, and you will get my 3-day all-access pass for just $39. It's a $20 savings. If you get it before the weekend, right before the weekend, it'll cover you for NFL, college football, NBA, college basketball. I'm number 1 in profit from 5% NFL plays since the start of last season. I have a 5% max bet lined up for Sunday's NFL. I've been winning in college football. I'm off a 3-0 college football Saturday, and I'm currently Wager Talk's number 1 NBA handicapper, producing a record of 29-13 for 69% winners this NBA season. So don't miss out on this deal. This special deal will expire when Monday Night Football kicks off. And that'll do it for this edition of DB's Freebies. Until next time, be smart, bet smart, and good luck on all your wagers.